Einen wunderschönen guten Abend, besser gesagt, a wonderful evening, hello and hello and good evening, the second time, so better twice. And we're here for the third race of the sixth season of the Apex Online Racing Crossplay Championship. And after we visited Spain and last week the United States, today we are in Great Britain in Oulton Park. I think it's Cheshire. I don't know. One of the oldest British racetracks, opened 1953, and the interesting thing, it wasn't a airport, it was the base of or the headquarter of the United States Army in the Second World War, and for example General S. Patton stayed here, and since 1953 it's a race course opened on August 8th. 4.3 kilometers long and 17 turns. So let's see. And of course we have the two angriest sim racer, Jared and Martin, in the lead, even in the training session. So no way to put them a little bit in the back. And at the moment we have two leaders, and these are Jared and Martin, after Martin finished P1 last week. But it was really close, cause till the pit stop of Jared was in the lead, and oh no, it was till the pit stop of Martin, of Jared, but Martin pitted a little bit later and was able to get out the pits right beside his teammate, and then there was a little tricky situation between Jared and a backmarker. I don't know who was it. And at the moment we have not so many drivers on track, but one of them is Adrien Gali, one of the French driver. And at the moment we have Jared and Martin together with 150 points on P1 and 2. And then Toby is on P3 together with Overtaker, because there is the Streichergebnisse. Oh my god, what is Streichergebnis in English? So the worst result is already is already gestrichen. So, and now we have the start of the qualification session. And let's see where is on track. Oh, and the first one is the German driver Fabian Radek in the Mercedes, followed by, I think, no, it's not Jared and it's not Toby, because Jared's car is green, I believe, and Toby's is black. Oh, okay, and no, it's purple, black, purple, black, purple, purple, black, black, purple, I don't know. But there was another Ferrari behind Fabian, and I don't know. Oh, he's a little bit behind the other drivers. Maybe it's... no, it's not Pongzar. Maybe it's Lloyd? Yeah, it was... no, it is not Lloyd Chapman. It's not Martin, cause look at this. The two angriest sim racer are united. Or united. Ah, but... oh, and here... whoa, 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 whoa! This was close. From... is it Jared? No, it isn't Jared. Ah, but I think we use Jared to tell you something about the track. We are starting now in a new lap, and it starts with Old Hall Corner. And now we are driving about the avenue and through Dentons into Cascades. Cascades? I don't know. Here we have the Foster's shortcut, but we are going about over Lakeside into Turn 4 Island Bend. And then we have the really interesting corner, Shell Oils Corner, Turn 5. And after Turn 6 we are in the Britons, Turn 7, 8 and 9. I think it's quite possible to throw away the race in this turns, and then about over Hilltop into Turn 10, and then Hislops, and now we are in Knickerbrook and through City Hall, Turn 13 and Turn 14 into the Druids Corner beside the water tower, and now over the Warwick Bridge into Turn 16 Lodge Corner, and then the last left turn Deer Leap over the finish line, and the time or the clock stops at 1:33.085, and I mean, at the moment he's the fastest, followed by Toby. Oh no, by Dorian. I think it's... I'm not sure. It's another French driver, and I'm not sure if it's called Dorian or Dorian. I don't know. And then we have... oh, I don't know. Gonzalez. Just wait, I think it's one of the Spanish drivers. Or maybe I'm wrong. Okay, just wait, I need to look at the driver's card. Oh, wrong keyboard. Yeah, it's Alejandro Gonzalez, one of the Spanish drivers. But why I can't find him at the standings? Is it his first race? I think so. Interesting. And then we have Toby on P5 at the moment, because Sebastian Zandham is on P4 at the moment. one of the British driver, I think the best British driver at the moment. And by the way, Toby is at this moment the best Dutch driver. So where is Martin? Let's see. Then we have the only German driver, Fabian, on P6. Paul in the next green, Ferrari on P7, followed by the second French driver, Adrien Gali, and then the first Belgian driver, Patrice Strick. And he's just in front of the first American driver, Robert Smith. But they both are losing one position, cause one of the Swedish driver, Victor Hammerlund, now on P4. No, he's on P5, cause Toby was able to get on the 4th place. And here we have Martin. Oh, and the first time Martin is in front of... No, I don't... Oh, I'm not sure if it's the first time in the qualification sessions that Martin is a little bit faster than Jared. Let's see if he can hold this position till the end of the qualification. And then we have Sandham now on P9 and Paul on P3. Giacomo Besana, the only, I think it's the only Italian driver at the moment, on the 12th place. And this means he's... No, he's not the fastest silver driver. Because at the moment the fastest silver driver is Sebastian Sandham on P9. And I don't know, is Fabian a silver driver or a gold driver? He's a gold driver. So, and here comes Lloyd Chapman on P10 at the moment, right between Hammerlund and Sandham. And then we have Kendall Slater on P15. The next Swedish driver, Oscar Frisk, on P16, followed by Robert Smith. Oh, and the American driver with some problems, but he was able to avoid a crash. Oh, and Jeffrey van Buren now on P13. And Zsolt Barabas, I think one of the Hungarian drivers in the GTR. Yeah, it's one of the Hungarian drivers on P19, followed by the next Hungarian driver, Adam Czobor. And the next two, course, Roland Jordan, also from Hungary. And I'm not sure, but I think Bozidar Matic also coming from Hungary. No, sorry, it's Croatia. Yeah. And then we have Mick Matz on P23. And this is a Polish driver. And then we have Sepp Lenormand. And like you can hear it about all over the name, it's a Norman. And yeah, it's another French driver. And then we have Christian Vieru, and he's from Romania on P25 at the moment. And then we have the next Hungarian driver, and this is Norbert Ovary, and he's on P25 at the moment. And then we have the only Aston Martin, I think, yeah. And it's Laszlo Mihaly on P27, René Lehnen, another Belgian driver, on P28, and the Spanish driver Jean-Marie Ponzat on P29. But at the moment we have a fast BMW on P6, and this is also a new driver for me. So let's see, it's Urban. It's Dave Urban, another Hungarian driver. So a lot of Hungarian drivers, but not only since this season. So it's like a tradition. So, and meanwhile we have already Julians in the lead, a little bit more than half of a tenth in front of his teammate, and then a little bit more than half of a second in front of Paul, both of them. And Paul is exactly 0.07 of a tenth faster than Dorian Castelli. And then we have Toby, who is 33 thousandths of a second slower than Dorian, or Dorian, I don't know. And then we have Gonzalez, the fastest Spanish driver, and Gali, the second French driver, on P7, and then Dave Urban on P8. Oh, and Radek was able to get in the top 10, now on P9, in front of the first Swedish driver, which is Victor Hammerlund. And then we have Lloyd, who is the I'm so stupid. I just looked at the standings, who is a silver driver, but for everyone who didn't know, everyone who is white behind his starting number is a gold driver, and everyone who's grey, like Lloyd's number plate, is a silver driver. So Lloyd, the fastest silver driver, is right in front of Sebastian Sandham. Only 23 thousandths. No, it's 32. Oh, it's so stupid. In Germany we say numbers in the exact different way, so we're starting from behind. So if we want to say 23, we say 23, so 30 and 2, or something like this, or 3 and 20. Yeah, 3 and 20 we say, and this is really hard for a German speaker to switch it every time. Oh, and Giacomo now on P3 in the silver grid, but this lap is not counted, so he wouldn't get better. Oh, and also the Ferrari behind, I'm not sure if it's... is it one of the... oh, and let's see. No. Maybe it was Martin, or was it Paul? No, I'm pretty sure that it was Martin, and so we have Jared in the lead, followed by Martin and Paul, and Toby on P4 at the moment. Castelli P5, Gonzalez on P6, then Gali or no. Oh, and what a lap by Gali. He was able to jump from P7 up to P3. What's about Radek? One of 3 drivers who is currently on track. And is he able to get a better time? Yeah. And though he's in front of Urban. So then we have... Okay. And that's it. So let's take a look. So, of course, in the first starting row we have the 2 angriest sim racers unite, Jared and Martin, and then we have Gali and Vitla, followed by Blades and Castelli, Gonzalez and Radek. Then we have Urban and Victor Hammerlund. These are the top 10 drivers. Then Sebastian Sandham, Chapman, Besana, Van Buren, Derick in front of Frisk. Then Slater, Smith, Chobor and Ovary. And then we have Mats, Jordan, Barabbas, Linomore, Matic, Bieru, Mihaly, Lenin, and last but not least, Jean-Marie Ponzin. So, and we do a little commercial break before the race starts. And then we are looking forward for 1 hour of finest race action here at Oulton Park. So, see you or hear you soon. So, and 30 seconds till the start of the race, and so
20 seconds.
let's see.
10 seconds.
Oops, sorry. Ah, come on, guys. What is this? So, and now we are looking forward for the start. I hope everything goes well and we don't have any critical situations during the start. Oh, and danke Markus für die, oh Gott, jetzt muss ich zählen, 20 Cheers. Danke dafür. Ich hoffe, du hast auch, trotz dessen, dass ich dann vermehrt hier weiter im Englischen sprechen werde, Spaß damit. Zumindest glaube ich, dass TTV doch ein deutsches Team war. Or is it, are you an international guy or are you normally German speaking? Jetzt bin ich tatsächlich überfragt. Aber wie gesagt, Riesendank. Oh no. Ja. Also tatsächlich deutschsprachig, da war ich doch gar nicht so falsch. Hoppala. So, now we have the green light, so let's take a look. I hope everything goes well. A lot of Ferraris. Oh, and one, oh, I think it was Paul. Paul with a bad start. And we have Castelli. What's wrong here? We have Castelli right in front of Paul, and we have the fight between Paul and, I think it's Castelli. Oh no, it is Gali. Oh, and Gali goes wild. White, not wild. Oh, I think a lot of things we need to watch in a little replay. I think it's Gali and Paul with some big problems. And we have Dorian Castelli on P3, followed by Toby, but Toby under pressure from Urban, who was able to get in front of Gonzalez. And behind these two we have the German Mercedes, followed by Sandham, then Hammerlund and Jeffrey already in the top 10. And Gonzalez tries to get in front of Urban. Now we have a gap between Toby and Dorian. And we have Gali and Wiedler back on P26 and 27, but also Patrice Deric and René Lehnen with some problems during the first lap. And Toby is losing time against the 3 drivers on top. Also der Toby hat zwar seinen Platz wieder gewinnen können, beziehungsweise sogar, glaube ich, einen Platz gut gemacht. Denn da war ja der Paul noch vor ihm. Ich glaube, Toby war auf Startplatz 5 oder 6. Ja, 5, genau. Ist jetzt auf 4. Aber im Moment wächst der Vorsprung von Castelli und Co. doch jeden Sektor hier um fast eine halbe Sekunde. Stattdessen muss der Toby sich ein bisschen Sorgen machen über den riesen Train, der da hinter ihm ist. Das geht nämlich bis zu Giacomo Besana. So, a lot of drivers right behind Toby. It's Urban, Gonzalez, Radek, Sandham. Oh no, and the first one who has more than a second between him and his driver in front of him, oh my goodness, is Jeffrey. So we have Urban, Gonzalez, Radek, Sandham and Hammerlund right behind each other and right behind Toby. But these aren't the only fights here. So we have Lloyd right behind Jeffrey, and then we have Giacomo, and then we have Chobo in front of Frisk, Slater, Smith, and so on. Oh, and we have Paul and Adrian, or Adrian, in the pits already. Doing their mandatory stops. Oh, and now I think it will be interesting. Are they able to get out the pits before the leading cars are coming over the finish line? Oh, and by the way, we have a new leader, cause Martin now on P1 and Jared on P2, and here comes Paul. And he's now right in front of Dorian. But I think he will get the blue flag. So he needs to be faster than Dorian. Or Dorian. Oh, and I think he isn't faster. Let's see. Oh, and Dorian tries it on the outside. But no way. And here we have Toby, Urban and Gonzalez. And Dorian stays behind Paul. Ja, und hier weiter der Dreikampf zwischen Gonzalez, Urban und Blades. Ganz vorne kann sich Martin gefühlt ein bisschen von Jared absetzen. Wird das hier im Zweifel der zweite Sieg für Martin? Also einer von beiden muss ja heute den zweiten Sieg einfahren. Oder irgendjemand anders fährt seinen ersten ein, aber danach sieht es aktuell nicht aus. 3,2 Sekunden zwischen P3 und P2. So I just told the German guys that I'm interested in seeing how who is the first driver with 2 wins in this season. Or maybe we see another driver with the first victory, but it doesn't look like this at the moment. Already 3.4, maybe 3.5 seconds. Yeah, 3.5 seconds between Jared and Castelli, who is the first driver behind Jared and Martin. Oh no, and what is this? Radek with a big mistake here, losing a lot of positions. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4 drivers. Yeah, it's Gonzalez, Hammerlund, Chapman, Besana, Jeffrey. Oh, it's 5 drivers. So back on P11. No, it's 4 because he was right behind Gonzalez. And now Hammerlund on P7. I just want to tell you that he's getting closer to Gonzalez again, but no, he isn't. And here we have the fight between Slater and Sandham, and Sandham now in front of Slater. And right behind these 2 silver drivers we have Frisk. And Chapman and Besana, the 2 fastest silver drivers. Oh, and look at this. More than 1 second between Paul and Martin. And Dorian now in front of Paul. So the next one who needs to overtake the back marker is Toby on P4. And let's take a look at the new driver, Norbert Ovary, one of 2 McLarens right now, or until today. No, since today, of course. Until today we have only 1 McLaren, and this is Lehnen, who is currently on P26. Oh, sorry for this. Oh, and now Ovary with a mistake. And also losing a lot of positions. Now on P23. Right between Derrick and Ponzar. Oh, and there is another driver with a little problem, and I think it was Vierou, but I'm not sure. And Gali and all far behind. But Jared is getting closer to his teammate again. And Toby's still behind Paul and still in front of Gonzalez and Urban. Oh, sorry. Oh, and the next two pit stops, Sandham and Radek in the pits. Radek back on back at P19. So, and let's see. We have another group here. Behind Frisk, we have Frisk, Slater, Mats and Matic. Really close to each other. And look at this, only two BMWs, but both of the Beamers are fighting. We have Urban fighting against Blades and Gonzalez, and we have Mats fighting against Slater, Frisk and Matic. Oh. Nice action from Bozidar Matic, and now he's in front of Mats. And also Barabbas is fighting against Smith. And here we have Jordan fighting, or Drik fighting against Jordan, and Ponzar and Ovary really close to each other. Oh, and Radek and Sandham behind Paul. And really close to each other, but Fabian still in front of Sebastian. Oh, and P4, 5 and 6 now in front of Toby. Not in front of Toby, sorry, in front of Paul. Paul is P4, so he couldn't be in front of himself. Oh, and what is this? What a big mistake by Gonzalez. And yeah, but he could stay in front of Hammerlund. And Oscar is in the pits. Oh, and what's wrong with the Spanish Ferrari driver? Lot of problems by Gonzalez at the moment. Oh! Okay, and I think he crashed anywhere. And I'm pretty sure he's coming into the pits. Yeah, he is. So, and now let's take a look for Paul. What happens? Oh! And there was some contact between the Beamer and Toby. So I think Urban hits Toby a little bit. Right in front of the chicane. So a lot of trouble here during the first 13 laps. But I want to look at the start and Paul and Gali and maybe what happens to Gonzalez in the last lap. So let's take a look for the number 10 and the number 81 during the start. I hope we can see the start. Fingers crossed. Yay! Come on. So, and here we have both of them, Adrien and Paul. So now let's take a look at the... And what a start by Gali. Oh, and Gali hits Paul. This was the reason why Paul was off track. And then he had a little contact with Dorian and... Ah, and then he was a little bit off track and wasn't able to get back on track in the right time. So, and now we want to see what happens to not the BMW, but the Ferrari. Yeah, and this is Gonzalez, so what is this? This looks quite interesting. Ah, he was on the curbs. And this is why... No, sorry, wrong. And now let's take a look for the contact between Toby and Dave. I think it was right before the chicane, so not this chicane, but yeah, this one. No. So I want to do... Oh, and yeah, like I said, he was a little bit late on the brakes and couldn't avoid the contact. I hope no one is harmed so much. So a lot of action during the first 30 minutes, and yeah, it's still nearly a second between Martin and Jared. And then we have nearly 12 seconds between Jared and Dorian, and 10 seconds between P3 and P4, between Castelli and Blades. Oh, and Smith right behind Matic. So the two Mustangs. Oh, and what is this? Is this Hammerlund? No, it wasn't Hammerlund. It was another Mustang. Maybe it was Frisk. No, then it was Vieru with a big problem, and it looks like that he was off track on the straight. Interesting. And Smith now in the pits. So no more fighting against Matic. But here we have the fight between Urban and Blades. So still right behind each other. And Barabbas fighting against Slater. Oh, and Martin is in for his pit stop. So today, again, Martin with the early stop and Jared with the over cut. So Gali fighting for P17 against Lloyd Chapman. And Lloyd, meanwhile, the fastest guy who was already in the pits, except Martin, who is in the pits right now. Oh, and Matic, one lap after Smith in the pits, so let's take a look for the American Mustang, who is able to be faster. Matic against Smith. At the moment when Smith is coming in for his pit stop, he was right behind Bosidar Matic, and now he's able to get in front of the Hungarian Mustang driver. And sorry, but this isn't even close. And I think also Frisk was able to get in front of Matic. And also Paul, now in front of the number 84. No, not 84, but the number 12, like we see. And also Sandham was able to get in front of the green Mustang. So, meanwhile we have the pit stop by Castelli, Urban and Giacomo Besana. And also Jared was in the pits, and now he's really close behind his mate. And Urban was in the pits too. Now on P11 behind Barabbas, Slater, Lenormand and so on. Oh, and Toby is coming in for his pit stop. And let's see. Yeah, good news for Toby. Castelli... No, not Castelli. We don't want to see Castelli. We need Urban. Oh, and I have a big problem. I need a little break. Sorry for this. You look what happens between Urban and Blades, and I go for my little break. Sorry. So, and I'm pretty sure that Dave is now in front of Toby. Oh, and we have a stop and go penalty for Mats. Oh, and I'm totally wrong, cause Toby is now more than 3 seconds in front of Dave. And I don't know why this was possible. But okay. So, and after everyone did his mandatory stop, we have now the current standing in this race, and Martin again more than 1 second in front of his teammate. So Martin in the lead, followed by Jared, then Dorian Castelli, the first French driver on P3, followed by Toby and Dave Urban. Victor Hammerlund, the Swedish Mustang, on P6. And this is... I think it's the Spanish Ferrari right behind Hammerlund. But he's far behind. I think he's a lap behind at the moment. And we have Lloyd Chapman on P7, right in front of Adrien Galli, who was able to get back in the top 10, currently on P8. And then we have the Italian driver on P9, Giacomo Besana, followed by Big Jeff van Buren. And then we have, right behind Jeff, we have the American Mustang, Robert Smith, and already on P12 after some big problems in the first lap, Paul Wiedler, but he's right in front of Sebastian Sandham. And I think this was the closest battle. And Jared, I don't know what... maybe it was because of the back marker. Because Jared now less than half of a second behind Martin. Or maybe there was a code 60 anywhere and I didn't see it. Sorry, I'm a little bit damaged by the 24 hours this weekend. And then we have the fight between Lenormand and Frisk, and the fight for P14. And also Patrice Deric is defending himself against Laszlo Mihaly. Oh, and the next pit stop by Kendall Slater. Oh, and I think we lost the German driver. No AMG anymore. And it doesn't look like that Jared is able to attack his teammate at the moment. But there is the next back marker. And Urban is getting closer to Toby again. Less than 3 seconds between the... I don't know. Maybe it's another... Is it an Hungarian driver? I'm not really sure. Yeah. But meanwhile he lost a lot of time. More than a second. Oh, and again. Oh, what's wrong with the BMW? Okay, but it's going up and down. And it's still really close between Jared and Martin. Oh, and we have the first drive-through penalty because of track limits. It's Patrice Deric on P19. And here we have the fight for the lead, and it's not only the fight for the lead of the race, but also the fight for the lead of the standings, championship standing. Meanwhile, both with 150 points. And it's the only close battle in the top 10, and then we have the fight between Barabas and Jordan. He's 16 and 17, but they are also a little bit less than a second behind each other. Oh, and here we have the mistake by Jared, the second one right after Indianapolis. Okay, but he was able to stay on the second place, but I think this is the end of the fight for the lead of this race. I hope his car is okay, or seems to be okay. I think it's not that big. The damage is not that big. And he lost more than 8 seconds. But he's still more than 15 seconds in front of Dorian. And we have Robert fighting for the last top 10 place. Oh, and there is a yellow flag. And this wasn't Paul. I think it's Patrice. Oh. Maybe it was Patrice Deric, I'm not sure. Oh, and Hammerlund also with the second pit stop in this race. And this brings Giacomo up to P8. Jeffrey now on P9, and Robert is now fighting for P9 against Jeffrey and is currently on the 10th place. Yeah, and Jeffrey now he was able to get a little bit away from Robert. Yeah, and Toby and Urban, both of them are getting closer to the guys in front of them. So Toby's getting closer to Dorian and Dave is getting closer to Toby. Okay. And I don't know what happens now. Interesting. It's the second time that we have problems with the sound. I hope I can... have sound? No, we don't have sound. I don't know why. This is really not nice. Oh, and... who was it? There was someone... the grass. And I think we have... it's Ovary. He jumps into the pits. Yeah, and... what now? I'm a little bit... fuck. But I can't get out at this moment. Maybe I can. Really stupid. And it's not of my... not because of... I hate it so much to leave. It's really stupid. Okay, and it's a problem of the game. What the fuck? But I can't. This sounds so stupid without any... Come on. Be fast. Come on. Wait. Faster. Come on. Yeah. By the way, we are not allowed to show you something of this game. Come on. Yeah, thank you. Faster. Yeah, faster. Come on. Come on. You. What the... it's the wrong server. Stupid game. Oh, and we have another drive-through penalty by Sebastian Sandham. And they don't drifting like this. It's always the same when we get on the server. So, and we have another penalty for Sebastian Sandham. And Urban less than 3 seconds behind Blades, and Blades less than 8 seconds behind Castelli, but Blades right between, I think it's one of the Swedish driver, maybe it's Frisk, yeah, it's Frisk and Matic who he is right between, and now we have Urban right behind these two Mustangs. Oh, and like we see, Toby lost more than a second because of these two Mustangs. But they are also fighting each other. So... and now Bosidar let Urban pass, and so we take a look at the fight between... no! One time. Too much. And Matic was able to overtake Frisk. Matic now on P16, right in front of Oscar Frisk. And of course, Martin with the win. Oh, and Gali fighting for P7 against Chapman. By the way, in the gold grid he's already P7, so he's fighting against the fastest silver driver. And by the way, the third silver driver is the one with the penalty. So Sebastian right behind Paul. Paul at the moment on P11. And Matic and Frisk. Oh, and Frisk coming in for another pit stop. What is wrong here? 2 minutes to go and he's coming in for the second. It's the third or fourth driver who did a second stop, and I don't know why. Oh, and by the way, Sebastian now in front of Paul. But okay, Paul know that he's get in front of Sebastian because of the penalty. It's a little bit like the Rover BMW don't need to overtake the Manthey Porsche on Sunday, because he also knew that there is a 100-second penalty. Or that there was a 100-second penalty. Yeah, and Sebastian need to do his drive-through right now, and he did his drive-through. And then we have I think it's not the new leader, because... Oh no, he's the new leader, because at the moment Jared is the number 1 in the standings and Martin is number 2. So this will switch after this race. So another 150 points for Martin, which makes 300 points, and only 125 for Jared, which brings him to 275 points. And here we have Matic fighting against Jordan. And sorry for this, but the victory for Martin, so congratulations. And P2 goes to South Africa. Paul finished P11. Jared on P2. And the third place is going to France. So I don't know how to say congratulations in French. And P4 for Toby, and this means he stays on this third place. Urban on P5. Chapman finished. Maybe he's finished. Yeah, I think he will stay on P6. And Adrian Galli on the 7th place. And then the Italian driver P8. And then we have the fight between Jeffrey and Robert. And yeah, I think Big Jeff is able to stay on P9. Yeah, P9 for Jeff and P10 for Robert Smith. P11 for Paul, then Sepp Lenormand on P12, which means he was able to win a lot of places. Sandham P13, Bolt Barabas in the GTR on P14, then Jordan, Matic, Drik, Hammerlund P18, Oscar Frisk P19, the two Swedish drivers, Laszlo Mihaly P20. And then let's take a look on the other places. P21 goes to Poland and Mac Matz. Then P22 for the first Spanish driver, Jean-Marie Ponzat. Then Viarou, Slater, Lehnen. And then we have 5 drivers. No, I think 4 drivers who didn't see the checkered flag. It's Ovary, Gonzalez, Radek and Chobor, and I think Fyodorovas didn't even start, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100% sure. So, and now, like every time, let's go and see if we have some interview partners today. Oh, and by the way, the Racing Estonian and the Lamborghini wasn't here today, so Chris Egert, maybe he will take part next week again. Yeah, but again, double victory for Martin and Jared. Oh, and both of them also left the servers. Already left the servers. So, and then we have Dorian Castelli on the third place and Toby on P4, and he's already on track. And I think last season these two drivers were team partners, but this time I think there is no team. Or oh no, last season Chris Egert and Toby was a team, or were a team. And the season before, I think Toby was partner of Dorian or Dorian. And please, Mr. Castelli, if you watch the stream or rewatch the stream, then please, hello Toby.
Hey, hello.
maybe you can tell me this. I'm not 100% sure, but you were in one season you were partner of Castelli, or am I wrong?
That's true. Yes.
Yeah. Is it Dorian or is it Dorian? Because he's a French driver.
I say Dorian.
Yeah, okay, I say Dorian all the time, but since this season I am thinking over maybe it's Dorian. Because it's Adrien Galli and not Adrian. Maybe it's Adrian, but I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I just call him Galli.
Okay. So yeah, maybe if he's watching the stream, he can answer me this question. It's if it's Dorian or Dorian.
I call him Dorian and he doesn't correct me. So
yeah, but maybe he had a lot of saying it's Dorian, and then he say, "Oh yeah, call me Dorian."
Yeah,
what an interesting race on a really interesting track.
Yeah, quite a bit of action on the opening lap. Paul and Galli and Dorian got the jump on me from the start. I had a poor start.
Yeah.
And
but
and the
then
BMW put me on pressure on the whole race. The BMW was putting me under pressure.
Yeah, but I think he did a little mistake in the pits, or maybe he's no. I think he don't come out right behind another car. So I think
I had a really good pit stop and a good in lap. So
yeah,
my in lap was actually equaling my fastest lap. So
okay,
I was pretty confident I'd come out in front.
Yeah.
But yeah, then he still kept me honest, still pushing me hard, and then I kept the gap more or less, and then the back markers just. Whoa. Did you see?
Yes, not all the time, but yeah, I see when you were between the two Mustangs.
Yeah, so I got caught up in some back markers. I think it was Jordan and
Matic.
Yeah, he was obviously in his own battle, so
yeah.
He wasn't really wanting to let me through. So I lost my lead, and then out of the second gear onto the back straight, and yeah, he held me up again, and the BMW got me.
Yeah.
He needed something like that to get past. He was a bit faster today, but not enough to get past. And then it wasn't ahead for very long because I think he made the one mistake of the race and went wide to give me the position back. So
yeah, but
interesting.
This is the next question. How much damage did you have?
7 seconds. So I was a bit on the rear.
Yeah.
So was but obviously a mistake by him to drive into the back of me.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway,
I think he tried to avoid the crash, but there wasn't enough place.
Yeah, I'm not. I need to look back at exactly what happened there, but he gave the position back, and in the end, it didn't affect my race. I don't think we had a good battle after that. Stayed P4, so probably not going to report it.
Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah, and a lot of mistakes also. Jared with a big mistake. And yeah,
I just saw the replay on the stream. There was a bit of there was a little bit of contact there. So
okay.
There's a tiny bit of contact over the bump, and that's what knocked him off.
Okay.
But they were both holding the middle of the track. They both gave each other more than a card's width either side, but. Yeah, just a little bit. I think a tiny bit net code as well, and sent him into the grass.
Yeah,
but not hard enough to bring him back into my clutches, unfortunately.
Yeah, Yeah, and like you say, a really interesting first lap. But I think there was Adrian was a little bit too optimistic in the fight between against Paul, and then also against you. I think he tried to stay on the outside, but
Yeah, he tried to hang it around the outside. We didn't make contact, but I
no,
was
no, no, no.
sliding.
Yeah,
I was sliding the whole way around that corner, so I gave him as much space as I can. But yeah, and obviously he couldn't hang on around the outside.
yeah.
It's just
He was on the grass with at least one tire, and this was the end
yeah,
of his try.
that's death. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a brave move to go around the outside for him.
Yeah,
I don't think it paid off.
not really.
But we'll see what he makes of it as well on replay. No contact between us, so I don't think I'm in any trouble. But it was not. I didn't take the corner as tightly as I wanted to either. So that was quite a moment on the inside.
Yeah, but you left him the place, so not your fault. So everything is okay.
Well, there was no contact, so I mean, I need to see it, of course, from more angles. I just have the onboard an hour ago, but yeah, he's a good fast driver, and I see he finished P6, P6 or P7 anyway. So
Good question.
yeah,
Yeah, but
obviously use
nice.
the pace. Yeah.
Okay, and we have insane Idodo who rides Blade Snoop. I don't think that. Okay, you know him.
That's Dorian. Yeah, that's Dorian.
It's Dorian. Okay. So, hello, Dorian. Is it Dorian or Dorian? Is it German? Is it English speaking or French speaking for the next time? So I'm switching between Dorian and Dorian. So maybe you can answer this. You don't need to answer it on Twitch, but maybe you can tell me at Discord. Second option. Oh, it's Dorian. Okay. No, Dorian. Oh, French. Okay, then I will keep it in my mind and stay at Dorian.
So that
it
means
sounds.
I've been pronouncing it wrong every time.
Yeah, okay, but I think he's not pissed about this. But it sounds a little bit better, I think. It's Dorian. Dorian. Yeah, and now we are looking forward after Great Britain, Spain, and the United States for the next stop in Japan. Oh God, how it's called?
Suzuka.
Yeah, it's Japan. Oh God, it's really interesting. I never say this name in English. In Germany, it's Japan. Yeah, and we are looking forward, and I think it will be another interesting race. So maybe we see some more overtakes after Spoon and before the 130R and so on. So I think it will be the next interesting race next week. And is it one of your of the races you missed or not? Or you're missing?
No, I think next week is the last week.
Okay.
And then I'll miss the two after that.
Okay, then we are looking forward. Yeah, and you stay on P3 after this race, so congratulations. And
Yeah.
let's see what happens next week. And yeah, this, if you don't have to say anything more, then we are done for today. Very not happy with Wittler behavior on blue flag, hesitating to report. Oh, okay.
Vidler was a lap down, so
Yeah, I know.
if you've pitted, if you've done your pit stop.
Yeah, it was
then
right,
you don't
right
need
behind.
to give up the position.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
Yeah, he was also in front of me.
Yeah.
For a while. Yeah, he doesn't have to give up the position, and it would have been nice for him to do so. But I had 3 cars behind me, so if I was him, I wouldn't give it up either. So
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I assume. So I assume that's what people are complaining about. But maybe they need to read the rules.
This was something I was thinking about during the race because we see that he's coming out of the pits right in front of Dorian. And so, yeah, let's see. Yeah, and of course we are looking forward to the next race. And yeah, then we call it a day, and I switch to German to tell the German audience what is going on the next days. So, wir sehen uns am Freitag dann wahrscheinlich wieder auf der Schleife. Am Samstag bin ich übrigens auf Watkins bei den Noob Durance am Start. Mal gucken, ob ich das mit dem Daniel zusammen mache oder ob ich das alleine mache, die 8 Stunden. Und ja, dann sehen wir uns natürlich am Dienstag wieder dann hier zum 4. Lauf auf Suzuka. So, yeah. This was it for today. Let's call it a day. Let's say good evening. I lost a lot of time and Blades was catching me 3 seconds. Ah, okay. Okay, and he intentionally blocked and slowed me. Okay, oh, interesting. Yeah, let's see what he's saying after the race, or I think is there an option to say something about the report? So if you are reported by another driver, is
Yeah, you can respond.
Okay. So
There's always the opportunity to go to the stewards.
Okay,
but as I said, if it was in the opening laps, Paul isn't. Yeah, because he's done his racing pit stop. He's not under a long obligation to move to the side, and that's also what he did with me. So he stayed ahead and gave me a lot of dirty air, backed me into a BMW. But yeah, that's the rules, and he knows the rules.
Yeah.
So
let's see. But enough for today, and again, congratulations to your 4th place and to stay on P3. And by the way, Dorian, thank you for your follow. And yeah, see you and all the other guys next week at Suzuka.
yeah, quick guy that Castelli.
So,
Okay, bye bye.
bye bye, good night und seid lieb zueinander.